Hello Pisces, I'm Claudia Hyde from BeHealing.com and this is your energy update for the week of the 19th of July 2021. Hope you're doing well, Pisces. Pisces, I have a live show live here on YouTube 3 times a week called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, BeHealing.com. What energies do we have for you, Pisces? Be sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus sign as well for a full picture. Got Foxfire. It's going to be a passionate week for you. Let's see. Passion, it can be anger, it can be the good kind of passion too. So it could just be a lot of fiery energy for you this week, Pisces. Is your water going to dampen those flames of passion, or are you going to go with it? Let off some steam, maybe? Okay, I'll stop. Pisces, you've got trust here as well. Trust. So, yeah, things could be blowing up this week for you. And just trust that things are going in the right direction. Sometimes things need to be said. It might be you, Pisces. You might need to blow up at someone. You might need to let off some steam, let something out. Trust. Trust if that happens, you're doing the right thing. Don't beat yourself up. You know what you can be like, Pisces. Don't beat yourself up for it. Sometimes we need to do it. We need to express that energy. It's no good to keep it inside of us and bottle it up. That's when we do explode, right? We explode in rage if we push anger down instead of expressing our anger when it comes up, or just making a decision based on that anger. If something makes us feel bad or makes us feel angry, we need to do something about that. We need to make a new decision, walk away from it, or do something. So, but bottling those emotions up isn't a good thing, Pisces. Let's get some tarot cards out for you. What have you got going on this week, Pisces? What have Pisces got going on this week? Oh, a lot. Okay, yes. I think it's you, Pisces. It's you, not me. Right, you've got the Nine of Swords out first. This is the card of anxiety. I'm going to take all of these separately. You've got the Four of Swords out here, which is needing rest and recuperation, needing time for yourself, needing to heal yourself from something that's going on this week. You've got the Queen of Cups here in your emotions. Pisces, very Piscean, similar energy there. And Five of Pentacles, feeling left out of something or leaving yourself out of something. It could be this is the decision you need to make. But let's get into this then. Let's get some clarity on this. Why the Nine of Swords? What's Pisces going through here this week? This anxiety, this sleepless nights. It's a nightmare, really. It's a nightmare situation. Or just a situation that makes you anxious. Oh, I guess there's plenty of situations that make you anxious with that Piscean energy. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords out here for Pisces? Now, the Queen of Inspiration, I'm not getting that this is your energy. So the Queen of Inspiration, this is somebody that's triggering you, someone that is a go-getter, someone that is in their power, making decisions. Those decisions might not be right for you. And that could be what is causing you anxiety or causing you. You might feel, causing you to feel this anxiety or feeling, yeah, it's just not for you. You might feel bamboozled by this Queen of Inspiration. This can be male or female, by the way. It's just the energies of what it is. It's like an entrepreneurial kind of an energy, someone that's a go-getter. It's a kind of type A kind of personality person, this. And their decisions and what they're going for could be affecting you, or you're perceiving that it's affecting you. And so it's causing you some anxiety there. Now, as I said, when we feel anxiety, when we feel any kind of negative emotion, whether it's like the fiery passion, the anger, or anything like that, any kind of negative emotion is telling us we need to make a new decision. So it could be that it's time to not let this person affect you. So what is it about their decisions that is causing you this anxiety? Maybe it's time to opt out from that. Maybe this person shouldn't be in your life, or maybe that you don't need to be a part of what this person is doing anymore. We've always got free will and we've always got choice. So I would say this is definitely a week to not push those emotions down, but also not battle it either. Let's get deeper into this. So it's someone else that's causing you this problem, or so it seems on the surface of it. Like I said, we don't need to have those people in our life, and we don't need to go along with what it is that they're doing. But I don't go to places that I don't like. Some people do that though, you know. Some people come on like my Facebook page when they're like, I don't know, they don't like readings or for whatever, or they don't like readings. They wouldn't never have one. It's more than that. They think that people like me are evil or something, and so, but they do. They will go to that, like to my Facebook channel and others as well, and start ranting and raving about it. You don't need to do that, right? That's an obvious example of it, really. You don't need to do that, right? You don't. If you don't like that thing, don't go to those places. If you don't like rock climbing, don't go rock climbing. If you don't like a certain restaurant, don't go in there and then complain about the restaurant and the food. Just don't go there. If you don't like readings, don't come on my channel or my Facebook page. It's okay. I don't mind if people don't like readings. But so to a lesser degree, I think you need to take on that advice too, Pisces, is that, well, don't go there then. If someone's making a decision that's bothering you, opt out of it. You don't need to be a part of it. You don't need to go along with it. Creativity, someone at work, is it? It could be someone at work. Well, that makes it tricky, doesn't it? So how can you opt out of it then if it's someone that you're working with? Probably a boss. Well, you can leave there and get yourself another job. It would be better for you to clear this energy before you did that as well, because often when we've got something to clear in our energy, we're likely to go to a similar job that's got similar people and just go through the same thing again. Now, that's not always the case. It just depends on how much you're reacting to this. This week could be about whoever this is and whatever's going on is you coming to a place of peace, going, well, it is what it is. They're going to be that. They're going to do that. I can opt out of it. Maybe it's time for me to get myself a new job. Or what kind of people do you want to be around to work? That's powerful instead. Like I'm never ever going to work with those people that come onto my Facebook page and try and cause trouble. They're not my customers. I don't focus on them at all. I focus on people that I would really like to work with. And so focus on that, people you'd really like to work with. It could be that this is the instigation of that, for you to be creative, more creative, like you are, Pisces. You know, it may be that your energy is being stifled by the energies of the people that you are around, and there could be much more creative space for you to work in, where you can be more creative and be more of yourself and be around good energies that actually bring that out of you instead of squishy energies. It could be that you've always been around these squishy energies, you know, people that keep you down. You could have experienced that in your family life and then in the society that you've been in, the communities that you've been in, and that's just kind of ongoing and it's in your work now, and it's time to bring yourself out of that and choose kind of better people to be around. Four of Swords, you also need to recover from it as well. As Four of Swords, rest and recuperation. Yeah, and rest and recuperation, so you can do exactly what I was just telling you to do there. Get focused on who you do want to be around, who you do want to create with, who you do want to co-create with and work with, and who do you want to be your customers, what kind of people. Make that decision. It's like taking your power. If you've very much feels like on this first row that you've given your power away, maybe not consciously, probably not consciously, but you've given your power away to someone at work or someone that you're working with, and it's time to take back your power and make a new decision for yourself. Take some time for yourself to recover from all of that energy. Time out to focus on those that you really do want to be around instead, because something bright will come from that, Pisces. It's all good. It's all good. Calm yourself down. It's all good. It's probably just a sign that it's time to move on from something. A sign to move on. Queen of Cups. So this is you and your emotions. Very emotionally receptive to energies that are going on. Yeah, a lot of us are like that. And you've got to be careful who you hang out with, especially if you're empathic and you pick up on energies like that. The more sensitive we are, it's great. It benefits us if we use that to our benefit. But if we don't, if we let ourselves be pushed around by negative energies, yeah, it's to our detriment for sure. Queen of Cups and the Nine of Emotions. You can have your wishes fulfilled here, Pisces. You can be receptive to your wishes being fulfilled, but like I said, if you're sensitive to those energies, wide open, look at all the water in that, wide open like that, wide open like a Pisces, then you need to be very careful. You need to put yourself in that right environment, tending to your environment there. And there's nothing more important than the people in that environment, and their energies. Because we soak it up. We're vibrational beings. We can't help it. I used to be a neurotherapist and have people on EEG machines, so I'd be looking at the brainwaves on a computer screen on my monitor, and I could change my state. So if I went into a meditative state, my meditative state would actually change their brainwaves. And we know that, don't we? Because if you go into, say, a Buddhist temple and you sit down and you take a deep breath, you're going to feel that energy. You're going to feel that energy of those people there, and it's going to be way easier to meditate. We know that. There's power in that. Same. If you're a woman, your menstrual cycle is going to sync up with those people that you're around, the women that you're around, of course. And your heartbeat is going to get in the same rhythm as the people that you're around as well. Be careful who you hang out with. You've got duality here. There's a part of you that wants to sort things out there. So there's a part of you that doesn't want to do that. There's a part of you that wants to be around people that aren't good for your vibration because you think that maybe your vibration is going to win out. It won't. Sometimes it can a little, but you've got to be very centered to do that. And maybe if it's only like one person that's got a dodgy vibe in a group of people that are good vibration, maybe that one person can be brought up. But you by yourself, you might be very powerful, Pisces, but I would be very careful. I would love yourself first. Be careful about that. I've got to be able to do the work that I do, I've got to be very careful about who I'm around. And that's why I prefer doing my work online than in person, because I can more easily control my environment that way, and the vibrations that I have around me. More easily control the clients that I have and don't have as well because of that. And it might be time for you to do that too. So if you are working for yourself, you might need to do that. The point here is Queen of Cups, you're open to a lot of emotional stuff here. You can have your wishes fulfilled, but you need to make good decisions for yourself about the people that you're around. And that duality within you could be causing you not to do that, causing you to think that you have to be the source of the good vibes, and you don't have to be the source of the good vibes. None of us need to do that. We might want to do that from time to time, but be very careful because it's very draining when you do that to your energy. So the Five of Pentacles, this could be about you leaving yourself out, you feeling left out, but I feel it's more about you need to leave yourself out of this now. Tell us why. Why the Five of Pentacles for Pisces? Why the Five of Pentacles for Pisces? Pisces leaving themselves out, being left out. What is it? Have you heard of JOMO? Joy of missing out. You know, like FOMO, fear of missing out. JOMO is the joy of missing out. Sometimes it's really good to miss out on things. When you feel that relief when you leave yourself out of things that weren't good for you. The joy of missing out. Come on, cards! What is this? The Five of Pentacles. Awakening. Waking up to that. It is. It's like the joy of missing out. It's waking up to that. It's noticing the fine details of how people or things are making you feel. Awakening to that. Not ignoring it anymore. And then leaving yourself out of it. It's a directive, just as I thought. Awakening to that. Yeah, and sometimes things need to get really bad and cause like nightmares before we will recognize, because far too many of us empaths are willing to be codependent, are willing to give it all away, give our energy away, and think that we need to do that because we are empathic. And there seems to be a dearth of empathic people on the planet. It's not that. It's not that there is. It's just that the narcissists are loudest. They're the ones that you see in the media and stuff. So I don't watch the media. A reunion of souls. But you feel like it's... Oh, you're leaving yourself out, but you feel like it's reunion of souls, so you feel like it's people that you should be around. That's that duality, right? So this is talking about people that you thought were your soul group, and then suddenly there's issues with that. There's some contention there. There's some nightmare that it's giving you. It's time to move on. If you've had that feeling, and it happens, it's not that people are our soul group. What happens is we're probably born into the Muggle world, Muggle parents. We don't think there's anything magical about it. Then we have a spiritual awakening, right? We realize there's something more magical. Then we meet a group of people, and they will be going through that awakening or have gone through that awakening, and they're like, oh, everyone else is bad. That kind of, they could have that kind of mentality. And then we can heal ourselves there, and then those people can kind of become toxic to us, and then we move on from that, and we maybe move to a group that's empowering themselves, right? And then that feels good, and then, oh, it's like I find my soul tribe at last, and then that can feel toxic, because then they can feel like too combative, and too many boundaries, and on all of this, or too focused on their trouble, and they're kind of staying there. And then you move on from there, and you move to a new group of people, and you think they're your soul group. And so it's this belief that it's the soul group, you found your new family, that can cause us to want to stay with that group even though they're not good for us anymore. It's okay to move on. It's okay to raise your vibration. It's called ascension, and it's what this is about too. Raising your vibration, and there are different groups of people, types of people. Everyone's on that ascension path, right? But not everyone's going to keep on moving up that. If you're moving fast with them, yes, it can feel like this, and it will feel like this. You'll be moving on and moving on and moving on a lot of different times. I have personally as well. So you're leveling up is what it is, Pisces. And it very well could be the people that you're working with, just because I'm getting it's a stifle on your creativity. What about your love life, Pisces? Wedding. I'll take that with it too. Wedding and deception. Is this about you? This could be a few things. This could be about you deceiving yourself, that someone was the one. You know how I was just saying about how we think, oh, they're my soul family, and then when it comes time to move on from them, it can be really difficult. You might have done that in a romantic relationship as well. They're the one that I'm going to marry, or they're my forever person, and you did marry them, or yeah, there's an element of deception in here. Now, it could be for some of you that someone else has deceived you, but it might not be that. I think when we think other people deceive us, like, oh, sometimes people catfish and they do obviously pretend to be someone, but sometimes we just hold a vision of them in our imagination that isn't true. And it's our imagination that did it, not them. It could be that. It could be a catfish, or it could be someone that literally, because I had someone do that to me once. They literally fabricated who they were and everything about the job, about the house they were in, and about the family. They fabricated everything. Total catfisher. So it could be that for you, but you've got something going on there about, but it also could be you that deceived yourself. And when we fall in love with the idea of someone who we've made them out to be in our imagination, I can do that very easily, because my imagination runs wild when I meet someone. Wow, you see all the positive parts in them, and then you start imagining that everything, then that there's other positive parts of them that you haven't seen yet, and then when they turn out to be a human being, it's very disappointing. When they turn out not to be that Disney character that we had in our head, it's very disappointing. Now, did they do any of that? No. In your love life, this one says step out of your comfort zone, Pisces. It could be that you had been deceiving yourself here and sticking to that belief that you wanted it to come true, and it's not going to come true with someone in particular. I mean, it can come true with somebody, but you might have been fixated on someone. Oh, it's complicated week for you, Pisces. What else in Pisces love life this week? kindness. Oh, kindness. You're humanitarian, made of love, and you're able to share that energy with others. But like I said, should you? I was picking up from this. It was really like, oh, Pisces. Someone's shown you kindness, and that might have been lacking in your life from other people, and that you want to hold on to that. There's very much an energy in all of this week, Pisces, if you're wanting to hold on because of emotionally hold on to people. Emotionally hold on to people, a group of people, or someone in particular, romantically, because they've shown you kindness. Because that's what you're about, and you feel like you've found one of your type. And so it'll be heartbreaking to realize that they're not good for you and to leave them behind because of that. But you need to, there's other people along the way that just keep on leveling up. There are other people along the way. You're not going to be, left ahead of the pack kind of thing. Now, lightning, sudden change, and wedding rings here. So there could be, for some of you Pisces, a relationship blowing up here, or a marriage blowing up, or someone that you believed that you were going to marry, and then you realize that you're not. And it's yes, no wonder we've got this Foxfire card out. Passions. It's emotional week for Pisces. Pisces. Sudden change to do with marriage. But something has been revealed. Something's been revealed to you here. Pisces, what else do we know about Pisces this week? Or should we know about Pisces this week? Bearing fruit. Something good is going to come from this. It's growth. It's you growing, and it's going to bear fruit. If you just keep on growing and allow yourself to grow, and don't hold on to those people that are what you're leaving behind now, the energy that you're leaving behind, because you are going to bear fruit from this. What energies do Pisces need to tap into within themselves this week? Energies do Pisces need to tap into within themselves this week? What energies Pisces need to tap into within themselves this week? Everyone needs to hug a Pisces this week. And every week, hey? I've got a lot of Pisces in my life. I love the Pisces. Gratitude. Yeah, be grateful. Be grateful that they were with you for that leg of the journey. Be grateful for that they were with you for that leg of the journey. But allow yourself to move on. Wasn't the best friendships, aren't they? The ones that we can come and go from each other's lives and they're still firm friends. You can have not seen them for 10 years and you bump into them and it's just the same as it ever was. Be grateful that they're in your life. You never know, you might meet up in the future. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm, like the warmth of the sun. Beautiful. Yes, that's great advice. Let's find out more. Pisces, what's going on with Pisces this week? Divine, seek out information that will help you. Healing information maybe, or information about, it could be about your next step. You just might realize through this reading maybe, or you might have been realizing anyway that it's time to take things to the next level, and you could, yes, do some research on that. There could be some Facebook groups to join or whatever. Pin, new job, career. Yeah, what was I saying? It could be that you need to quit that job. If you're around the wrong people like that, it's making you feel bad, Pisces. A misunderstanding. This is Pisces all over, isn't it? Keeping themselves in a bad situation, saying, no, it's just a misunderstanding, and smoothing those waters and being the peacemaker, and then ending up, you're still in the place that doesn't lead to your growth or doesn't benefit you. Don't do that. Bird perched, waiting for news. So you're waiting for something this week. A bird perched, a package or a letter. What news on something? Very well could be applying for a new job. There you have it, Pisces. That's your week ahead. Be sure to check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign for that full picture. Remember, it's not all going to be about the Pisces that's in your chart. could be other stuff going on in the energies for you as well. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces. Don't forget to click like on this video and click that subscription button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Have the best week ever, and I will see you tomorrow in the Daily Energy Update.